عربية حسبي بأنك منطقي وبياني.
Alright, I'm done with my wudu. Let's start praying. Pray. So, what's the thing?
Excuse me, brother. I saw you making the wudu like this.
I already know what hadith about it. Chill out, it's just water.
Huh? Let me come and show you the Maliki way to make the wudu. Come on, brother, come on. Okay, now let's start with making the wudu. The first thing about making wudu, you have to have an intention. Okay?
I intend to.
No. That's not what I mean. Listen, but you don't need to make the intention out loud. The Maliki Madhab teaches us that the niyyah, the intention, is in your heart. Okay? So you don't need to go and say it out loud, I'm making the intention. It just matters if it has been there from the beginning in your heart. Make the intention in your heart that I am going to make wuzu for the Salah. Okay? Okay.
The Prophet ﷺ said, actions are judged by their intentions, from Sahih al-Bukhari and Muslim.
So I'm not allowed to change my mind halfway?
What do you mean change your mind halfway? You do such a thing, I'll change your location. I'll change you from Algeria to Pakistan. You can go to the Hanafi. I don't know how they do it there, but you can. That's not how we do in the Maliki Madhab. We have continuity after continuity in wuzu. Okay, brother, listen. So let's start with the recommended steps. Not obligatory, but strongly recommended in the Maliki Madhab that you have to do for wuzu. So it's very recommended to say Bismillah, but it's not obligatory. So let's say Bismillah and let's begin. So Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. And so the first step is one have to wash your hands 3 times up to your wrist. You want to make sure you get the whole thing. So up to your wrist 3 times with your both hands. And make sure you're not doing it short. You have to do it to your wrist. Okay? Okay. So 3 times on each side. Okay? Comprende? Okay. So that's the first. So washing your hands, it is strongly recommended. And you're supposed to do it 3 times, but you can do it once as well. But next is doing the mouth. You have to rinse your mouth like this. Three times you'll rinse your mouth in such a way. Okay? Understood.
When one of you performs wudu, he should rinse his nose and then blow it out. Narrated in Sahih al-Bukhari 162.
3 times you do your nose. So those 3 steps, those are recommended steps, but they're strongly recommended. Alright?
It is narrated that the Prophet ﷺ washed his face during wudu in Sahih al-Bukhari 159.
So you have to get this whole area. Okay? And if you have like thick beard like this, like how you have a beard, you just need to, get it over the beard sort of, just wash your best ability. But if it's like thin beard, like here, you need to, make it so it gets under, and makes contact with the skin. Okay?
In the Maliki Madhab, rubbing the limbs while washing is required for validity. This ruling is derived from the descriptive narrations of the Prophet's act of washing.
Like this, brother.
He washed his right arm up to the elbow and then the left, narrated in Sahih al-Bukhari 159.
Obligatory is 1 time, right? But it's most recommended 3 times. And always, like everything, fit dunya, start with your right side first, and then you do your left side. Okay, that's the right. This.
He wiped his head, moving his hands forward and backward, narrated in Sahih al-Bukhari 185. This supports wiping the whole head.
And so I know you have a nice curl, but you're gonna have to, maybe get a little left here. You can get your entire head. Okay? Okay, so now after doing your whole head, use the same water to do both your ears once, the inside and the outside of your ear. Okay? And so this is not obligatory to the wudu, but it is highly recommended. Okay?
Then he washed his feet, narrated in Sahih al-Bukhari 159. This narration clearly establishes washing the feet as a part of wudu.
Okay, now you go. Okay, put your hand on your feet and rub it. Okay, wash it well. You take all the drops off. Yeah, take your fingers between the fingers. Okay. Do the same thing for all of us. Up to the elbow. Good.
The Prophet ﷺ saw a man who had left a small area unwashed and said, "Go back and perform wudu properly." Narrated in Sahih al-Bukhari 161. Malikis use this to establish completing wudu properly without neglect.
Okay, brother, I taught you how to make the wazu, and now it's time for us to perform the salah. You learned how to make the wazu in the Maliki Madhab. Now we're going to pray in the Maliki Madhab, okay? Okay? Okay, come on.
The prayer begins with the intention in the heart, specifying which prayer is being performed. One of the major acts of Salah is saying Allahu Akbar to begin. The Prophet ﷺ said, "Pray as you have seen me pray," narrated in Sahih al-Bukhari 631. This establishes beginning prayer exactly as he did.
Allahu Akbar.
The worshipper raises the hands only at the opening takbir and says Allahu Akbar. The palms face forward toward the Qibla while standing. After this, the hands remain at the sides. This is the well-known Maliki position. Another major act of Salah is reciting Surah Al-Fatiha. The Prophet ﷺ said, "There is no prayer for the one who does not recite the opening of the book." Narrated in Sahih al-Bukhari 756. In the Maliki Madhab, Bismillah is not considered part of Al-Fatiha and is not recited aloud in obligatory prayers. In the first two rak'ahs, another surah is recited after Al-Fatiha.
Allahu Akbar.
The third major act of Salah is bowing properly. It is narrated, the Prophet ﷺ used to place his hands on his knees in ruku'. Narrated in Sahih al-Bukhari 828. The worshipper goes into ruku'. They say, Subhana Rabbiyal Azim.
Sami Allahu liman hamida.
The fourth major act of Salah is standing upright after ruku'. It is reported that the Prophet said in Sahih al-Bukhari 793, then he would stand straight up until every bone returned to its place. This proves full upright standing is required. The hands are not raised here. They say Sami Allahu liman hamida followed by Rabbana wa lakal hamd.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
The fifth major act of Salah is prostrating correctly. The Prophet ﷺ said, "I have been commanded to prostrate on 7 bones, the forehead," and he pointed to his nose, the 2 hands, the 2 knees, and the toes of both feet. Narrated in Sahih al-Bukhari 812. In the Maliki Madhab, placing the hands before the knees is preferred, though both methods are valid, and they say Subhana Rabbiyal A'la. The sixth major act of Salah is sitting briefly with stillness between the 2 sujuds. From the hadith of the man who prayed incorrectly, then sit until you are at ease in the sitting position. Narrated in Sahih al-Bukhari 793. The seventh major act of Salah is calmness. In the same hadith, then bow until you are at ease in ruku'. Then rise until you are at ease standing. Then prostrate until you are at ease in sujood. Narrated in Sahih al-Bukhari 793. This establishes stillness in every movement.
Allahu Akbar.
After completing the second prostration of the first rak'ah, the worshipper rises into the second rak'ah. The second rak'ah is performed in the same manner as the first, including recitation, ruku', sujood, with stillness in each position.
Allahu Akbar.
In the final rak'ah, the worshipper sits for tashahhud. In the Maliki Madhab, the tashahhud includes the phrase Az-Zakiyatu Lillah and says Abduhu wa Rasuluhu, which differs slightly from other schools. During this tashahhud, the right index finger is extended and moved continuously.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
The ninth major act of Salah is concluding the prayer. It is reported the Prophet ﷺ would conclude the prayer with the salam in Sahih Muslim 582. In the Maliki Madhab, one salam is obligatory and the second one is recommended.
Okay, brother. Now I've showed you how to make the wudu and the salah in the Maliki Madhab. So now you have learned how to perform the salah and its prerequisite wudu in the Maliki Madhab. Assalamu alaikum.